Do you want more patients in your dental practice and wants to grow your practice? I'm sure the obvious answer from you will be yes. And that's not wrong, but let me tell you something. Almost every practicing dentist wants to grow the practice by having more and more new patients in the clinic. But you know what? In that zest or with that goal of having more patients, you forget to give proper time, attention and value to your existing patients. Hi, this is Dr. Sujit Pardeshi, international speaker, bestseller author and your practice growth expert. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of patient retention rather than adding new patients only. Imagine if you have a bowl or maybe a jar which has got a hole from the bottom. You keep on pouring water and what happens? It's getting leaked slowly. No matter how good, how efficient, how sincere you are in pouring that water, the jar will never be filled. Simply because your focus is on adding water only. You're not focusing on where are the leakages. And I'm sure the same happens with dental practices as well. Our entire focus is to add more and more new patients to the practice. And we don't focus on retaining the existing patients. In fact, if I ask you a question, if you are 3 to 5 years or more into practice, maybe 5 years more into practice, imagine, even if all your patients in last 5, 10, 15 years of practice, all your patients who have come to your practice even once, if those patients keep on coming back to your practice for their lifetime for any of their dental problems, do you really need even a single new patient in the practice? I'm sure the answer is no, because there are thousands of patients who had visited you at least once for some or other dental treatment, but many of them never came back. Because our focus was on adding more patients and not retaining the existing patients. And I want to make sure that you understand this, that retaining your existing patient is super important, probably more important than adding the new patients to your practice. Let me tell you something very interesting. In the world of marketing, it is always said that if it takes, for example, 100, whatever unit you apply to it, efforts to add a new client or new customer or a new patient, it takes only 20 to retain the existing one. In simple words, it takes only 20% of the efforts, time or investment into marketing to retain your existing patient as compared to adding the new patients. Or you need 5 times more time, effort and money to add new patients to your practice. So the common sense actually says that you should focus a lot more on retaining the existing patients. With increasing number of dentists around us, adding new patients is not going to be easy. In fact, it is becoming more and more challenging with every passing day. But you know what? The patients who had visited your practice even once, they know you. They know your practice. They know your environment. They came to you for that first time because they heard something good about you. They read some good reviews about you, or they had some confidence that this dental practice can solve my problem. This dentist is good, or whatever it is. I hope you are getting my point. And therefore, I want you to focus more on retaining the existing patients than adding the new one. Now the question is how to do that. Remember, every time every patient walks in your clinic, even for every appointment, never take it for granted. That's the first point. If you start taking people for granted, you start losing them. Never take it for granted. Because for you, it is like, maybe 10th or 20th patient of that particular day. But then for that patient, it might be the first or just second dental visit. And if the experience goes wrong, the patient will never come back with you. Remember this. Never take them for granted. Many times it happens, this is our loyal patient, routine patients. She is our patient for last 10 years. Where else she is going to go? Wo kahan jaane wala hai? And that is only you start losing them. So never make this mistake. Never take them for granted. In every appointment, for every patient, always ensure that you just don't do treatment, your soft skills, the experience to patient satisfaction. You go one step beyond it. You go beyond patient satisfaction to ensure that that patient becomes your loyal patient. I'll give you an example. Imagine if you want to buy something. You go to a grocery store. You just give the list. The person gives you the grocery. You text, pay the bill, and you go back. Or you leave. Now, what happened? You're happy. The experience was satisfying. But you know what? If I ask you, do you go to the same grocery store every time? Do you go to the same medical shop every time? Do you go to the same shop to buy your clothes, your shoes, your accessories every time? And the answer is no. And you know why? It's not that you are not happy with it. It's not that you are not satisfied with the person who is selling it, with that shop, or with the price, or with the product or service. It is only because there was nothing to remember. There was nothing extraordinary that happened during the visit. But imagine if that grocery store person tells you that, you buy shampoo regularly from us, and this time there is a wonderful scheme because of maybe some festive season. There is an offer. We have a shampoo where, the same bottle, but with 30% more shampoo or 30% discount. So anything which adds unexpected value than just customer satisfaction or patient satisfaction, it will always help that patient to come back to you. Everybody loves free gifts. Keep on surprising your patients with something which they don't expect. When you get what you expect, you are happy and satisfied, but you may or may not be loyal to that practice. And even as a customer, you may or may not be loyal to that shop. But then when you get something unexpected, you remember it. It gives you a positive surprise, a positive vibe that, the person cares. The person values the regular customer. Similarly, our patient will also value us if you keep on surprising them. And the surprises never has to be super expensive. Maybe somebody is having birthday on that particular day and you just waive off the consultation. It's your birthday today. You are our special patient for the day and a small little gesture or gift from our side. And that's it. You don't have to do big things. You don't have to do every time. You don't have to do expensive things in order to add that something extra. So never take your existing patients for granted because your practices are always built on patient retention. Your satisfied patient, if they eventually becomes your loyal patient, that will help to build a sustainable long-term dental practice. If your focus is entirely only on adding new patients, you will always have this fear or insecurity that what if patients stop coming to my clinic? What if there are 2 more dentists around me? What if? This what if will never end. But if your focus is on patient retention, you will never have this insecurity, that uncertainty in your successful dental practice. Do something extra for them all the time. Never take them for granted. Treat them as if they are the only and they are the VIP patient of that particular day. Do this in every single appointment for every patient. and see the magic in your practice. I hope you liked this video. Comment below, what do you want? What do you think about this video? And what do you want me to come up with the next topic? Whatever topic you want me to make YouTube videos on, put them in the comment box. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell. Do not miss even a single video, because one video, one idea can change your practice forever. This is Dr. Sujit Pardeshi signing off as of now. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.